A long time ago, in a quiet and peaceful forest, there lived a gentle little bird. Her feathers sparkled in the sunlight, and her heart was full of kindness. But she had a unique habit. Every single day, no matter what she saw, heard, or felt, she would write that memory on a small stone. Whether the moment brought her joy or sadness, she believed every part of life deserved to be remembered. She felt that happy moments gave smiles, and painful ones shouldn't be kept inside. She believed that writing them down helped her let go. So each day, she would pick up a new stone, carve her thoughts into it with her beak, and place it into a small cloth bag she carried on her back. At first, it felt meaningful. She liked gathering these little memories, thinking they would help her someday. The tiny bag became something special to her, a treasure filled with her life stories. But as time passed, the bag grew heavier. The more memories she collected, the more weight she carried. Slowly, it started to affect her flying. She couldn't soar like before. But the little bird didn't notice. She just kept adding more stones to the bag. One day, while flying slowly through the trees, the little bird came across an old owl with wise eyes. The owl looked at her and gently asked, "Why do you carry that bag everywhere, young one?" The bird smiled softly and said, "This bag holds my whole life, every smile, every tear, every lesson I've learned." The owl nodded but then asked, "Are you living in today, or are you flying with yesterday still on your back?" The little bird didn't really understand what he meant. She thanked the owl and flew away. But even that short flight felt harder than ever before. Days turned into weeks. Her bag was now full, with stones almost spilling out. She found it harder and harder to fly. Her wings were tired. She had little strength left. Then one stormy evening, as the sky grew dark and rain poured down, she tried to fly to a safe place. But the weight on her back was too much. She couldn't lift herself. Her body was too weak. And she fell. The heavy bag of stones came down with her, pressing on her small, fragile body. She lay on the ground, unable to move, under the memories she had once loved so much. The same memories she thought would protect her had now brought her down. That night, the wise old owl came to see her again. Looking at the little bird lying still, he whispered softly, "Memories are meant to guide us, not weigh us down." She tried to carry every moment with her, and in doing so, she forgot how to truly live. Many of us do the same. We collect memories, both happy and painful, and keep thinking about them again and again. But when we carry our past with us every day, it becomes too heavy. Our hearts grow tired. We can no longer enjoy the present or move freely toward the future. Just like the little bird, many people hold on to their past, whether it's old pain or even old happiness, for far too long. But life isn't about holding on forever. It's about learning to let go. We can't change what has already happened, but we can choose to make today better. We can choose to live with hope and peace. So, forgive where you can. Forget what hurts. And keep moving forward. Try new things. Take brave steps. Live each day with a light and open heart. Be thankful. Be patient. And always keep going. Please listen to this story carefully. It's not just about one man. It could easily be about you or someone you know. Life gives us chances to change, but if we don't open our eyes in time, no one else can save us. There was once a man named Kunal who lived in a small town called Rajaipur. Today he is 48 years old. When he thinks about his past, one word fills his heart: regret. Regret that he created with his own hands. Kunal had a normal childhood, like most kids. But while other children studied hard and dreamed of doing big things in life, Kunal only wanted to enjoy himself. His parents tried many times to show him the right path. "Study well, son," they would say kindly. "Life is not always easy. You have to prepare for it." But Kunal never paid attention. He thought school was boring and useless. He believed life was only for fun, not hard work. When his mother woke him up for school in the morning, he would act like he was still sleeping. He hated putting on his school uniform. He loved walking around town, talking with friends, and staring at movie posters. That was his world. In the beginning, it felt like fun. Every day felt like a holiday. But slowly, without knowing it, Kunal was ruining the future he hadn't even built yet. He failed his 10th grade exams. His mother's eyes were full of tears, but Kunal just smiled and said, "It's okay. I'll pass next time." But the next time, he failed again. Finally, he gave up and left school. His parents were upset. His uncle, Mr. Suresh, tried to talk sense into him. But Kunal lived in his own careless world and didn't listen to anyone. The second big shock came when Kunal turned 20. He noticed that the same friends he used to roam around Rajaipur with had moved ahead in life. Some were in college, some were preparing for jobs, and one had even joined the army. And Kunal? He was still wandering the same streets, doing nothing. Even then, he didn't change. The third shock came when his father, Mr. Prakash, opened a small general store for him. "Son, work hard and build a future for yourself," his father said with hope. But Kunal closed the shop in just 2 months. "It's not for me," he said carelessly. The truth was, he never wanted to take responsibility. Slowly, people started distancing themselves from him. His mother talked less. His father stopped saying much at all. His friends, too, got busy with their careers, families, and dreams. And Kunal? He still sat on the same street corner, lost in his daydreams. Then came the darkest moment of his life. His mother passed away. And Kunal wasn't even home. He was out watching a movie with friends. When he returned, he saw a crowd outside his house. People were crying. His father sat silently on the floor, his eyes empty. For the first time, Kunal felt real pain, real loss. But by then, it was too late. When Kunal turned 30, he finally started looking for work. But who would give him a job? He had no education, no skills, nothing to offer. For a short while, he washed dishes at a roadside eatery. Then he did some small labor work. But he couldn't stick to anything. He was too used to the lazy freedom he had once enjoyed. Now, that same freedom felt like a heavy chain. Then his father, Mr. Prakash, also passed away. Now the house was empty, and so was Kunal's heart. Relatives stopped visiting. Some of them even called him useless, a failure. Today, at the age of 48, Kunal runs a small tea stall near Navgaon railway station. Every morning, workers come, sip tea, and hand him a few coins. Some say, "I'll pay later." He no longer argues. Because now, he understands life. He knows now, ignoring his parents' words was his biggest mistake. Thinking that school was a waste of time was foolish. Wasting his days was his greatest loss. He's learned something else, too. Real friends are not the ones who hang out with you for fun. Real friends are the ones who push you forward when you're falling behind. Today, Kunal's pockets are empty, but his heart is full of regret. He often sits alone, thinking, if only I had understood when it was still time. Maybe then he would have been someone his parents were proud of. Maybe he would have had a home, a family, and confidence in himself. His days now pass making tea for strangers. His nights are quiet and lonely. And yet, inside him, a small flame of hope still burns. Kunal wants to tell every young person this. If you are between 15 and 20 years old, learn from my life. Time is precious. Don't waste it. Listen to your parents. School and college aren't just about marks or degrees. They help you learn how to think and grow. Choose friends who lift you up, not those who drag you down. Life is hard, but hard work makes it easier. Learn from my mistakes. I can't go back, but you still can. Remember, if life feels like a game, be careful. Because when life starts playing games with you, it only leaves you beaten. I fell many times. You stand tall. I wasted time. You respect it. I lost friends. You build relationships. I lost myself. You find yourself. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy our motivational stories, please comment on what you learned, and do not forget to like and share. Till next time, bye.